Well, hello there. This is Reverend Sleeves with a Killing Tradition. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about music today. We're going to talk about all the badass shit that seems to be forgotten or in our minds still exist. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the mentors. I love these guys. These guys kick major ass. Let me move this out the way for you. These guys kick major ass. A big part of my childhood, I tell you that, man. You know, when I first heard these guys with the Rock'em Sock'ems and the My Name is John and Sewage Worker, I thought this was the most amazingest thing I've ever heard. Of course, I was very, very young, and I'm still young at heart. So, when we talk about the mentors, what usually comes up is the evil villain, Alan Rich. Well, Al is not really an evil villain in any way. He is a edgelord who saw a moment to capitalize on something. Now, here's my philosophy on everything. El Duce was a known partier. He used to love to drink, people carrying him around, dragging him through the streets. There's even pictures of Danky and another dude carrying him to house. They got him shoulder on shoulder, feet dragging across the ground, all that shit, going to get drunk some more. So the rumor has it is that Courtney Love offered Alan Rich, well, originally first El Duce, $50,000 to whack Kurt Cobain, shall we say, in his story. Think about it. Even back in the early 90s, 50 grand was not a lot. And people like to say, oh, well, he bought new recording equipment. He got a new Lexus. He's out here driving around in this Lexus. I guess people thought that was luxury back in the day. So that story came to light. Now, Courtney Love supposedly asked El Duce, and El Duce didn't have the pace to do it. So he's like, I know a guy who does, and he brings up Alan Rich. So rumor later is that El Duce was out at a party, and after this interview a couple of days later, came up to El Duce, mattered shit, meaner than hell, supposedly. So they go off, and the next thing you know, El Duce's dead. Ran over by a train. They say Al must have drug him there. Well, I know Rich. Rich is a good friend. We've covered his songs in our band. And the thing is if Alan Rich killed El Duce, why would he still be friends with the mentors to this day? And why would, shortly after the death of El Duce, his band was put out with Steve Broy of the Mentors? Now, Kurt Cobain was pretty high profile. So I would think with all the interviews, all the stories, everything going on in the scene, Al would at least be, making license plates somewhere in Cook County Jail, right? But no, he's not. He's out living free, doing what he does, doing what he loves to do, and still to this day doing appearances at Rape Rock Mountain with the Mentors. So I came to the philosophy and the ability to say that was probably made up, and it was possibly somebody drug El Duce over the train tracks that wasn't Alan Rich. Maybe it was Courtney Love. They were all friends together in Seattle before they got to California. So I'm gonna go ahead and not jump on the El Duce, Kurt Cobain, Alan Rich theory. So, speaking of Alan Rich, here we go, motherfuckers. This right here is the greatest album of all time. I think so. My band thinks so. You can't go wrong. My Bitch is a Junkie is probably one of the greatest songs, and I think we've all dated a junkie at one point in time. I know I've had a few, and I meet a few at our shows. But being that said, it's a great album, and Rich is still a great guy. Now, back to the Mentors. Steve Roy. This motherfucker is the brains of the Mentors. Good friend of mine, predecessor really. He used me as a on-call guitar player for their Las Vegas. It was starting in Vegas and gonna last a month, 2-month tour. It was fun, had a great time, no complaints. The Italian Stallion. Now, there's not very many of these made. This is the album Capiche by Manuel Gulati, who is also the drummer of the Mentors. Recommend giving that a shot. Listen to it. Hit up Manuel for your copy. Maybe he still has some copies. Hope he does. Hope I turned you on to something phenomenal, or that you at least like. And what we want to do here, this is a new thing that we're going to be doing. We understand the scene sucks. Nobody talks about good music anymore. It's all politicized. If you're not into this, you can't be with us. You're out of our scene. But then when you go start up another scene of your own, they want to come and fuck that up too. That's when we're going to get into the scene talk. Now, the situation with the scene, oh boy, where do I start? Is that if you don't have play in their agenda, if you don't fit into the agenda, if you have edgy lyrics that they can't handle, they're automatically going to call you a Nazi. And they're going to dox you and put you all over the internet and not even get stories straight. They're posting random pictures of random people saying they're you. It's a whole mess. So when you go play clubs, they've already got all these Reddit posts, these Blue Sky posts, all this other stuff about this band's Nazis, this band believes in this band does that. And we've had it happen with ours. People like to consider us NSBM, which is, I guess, a National Socialist black metal. We're nowhere, shape, or form black metal. We're scum rock. We love scum rock people. We love the antics that comes in line with it. We're able to do what we want, say what we want, and if you're not into it, you can go fuck yourself, is basically our motto. So we have a scene gap here, a split between the commies and people who want to just rock, who don't care about politics, who don't give a shit about who's president, who don't care about what's going on over here. They come to a show to let a load off, get drunk, maybe meet a chick, and get another load off, if you know what I mean. So when it boils down to it, the scene sucks. And we'd like to bring that back. So we're working with smaller publications, smaller producers of music, trying to get the word out about those bands, because those bands are real. I don't want to hear a 30-minute rambling speech about how racisms are bad and Nazis fuck off, or everybody's quoting a 40-year-old Dead Kennedy song now like it's the fucking Bible. And I was never a Dead Kennedy fan, so I could care less about the Dead Kennedys. So this one publication I'm talking about here is they put out this badass compilation. It's doom stoner metal. I know there's some of you guys that are into that. and it's Negative Reaction. Now, let me tell you, I listen to this fucker repetitively. It stays in my jukebox. So when I'm doing things, you know, in the house, I'll listen to Negative Reaction. One, because it's always in the disc tray. Two, I have so much music, it's just better to listen to the disc in the disc tray. So here at Nothing's Cool, I'm sorry. It's ran by my buddy Clinton Zilla on Facebook. You might know him. He comes out with some really good stuff. Movies, bootleg movies, not even bootlegs, just cool shit that you're just not gonna get anywhere else. And he's got the new Rancid Vat CD coming out. It's already out. It's called Huss. And it's a great CD. You can't go wrong. If you're into Annie Scene, Rancid Vat, which I already mentioned, all those other bands, all that Destructo Rock, all that good stuff, check them out. They also have the new Annie Scene compilation coming out. I recommend getting with them on that. Maybe securing your order, showing some support to the ever-growing underground scene. Alright. My buddy Travis Edwards, I tell you, if you're a fan of the Meat Shits, or a fan of any extreme death metal, hardcore, not even hardcore, just extreme nastiness, I recommend Ancient Malignity. These guys right here, Travis is a good dude. He's got some shows coming up, or I know he's trying to get some shows to come up. He's having a little hard time with Antifa, so if any of you guys know any venues that they can play at, have fun at, give them a platform for their art, like everybody else has the freedom to do, but not allowed to have the freedom unless if you believe in what they believe in. And basically, we want to start this show. I know this one's pre-recorded. I'd really like to get to know all of you guys. So we're going to do this live eventually. Now, the hard time with doing it live is making sure all you guys are home and ready to listen. Now, we understand you guys got shit going on. Some of y'all have work. Some of y'all have your own businesses. Some of y'all just have those kids. But we understand that. And we want to make sure the timing is right, shall I say. So eventually this will be going live, and it will be good. I'll be able to reach on you guys one-on-one through the little scroll thing that they got, and be able to answer your questions directly. So this is going to be a short one. Hopefully you liked it. I don't want to keep too much of your time because I understand everybody's got the attention span that could be measured in nanoseconds. So that's another thing about not going live, is you could watch it whenever you want, and I don't have to have the embarrassment of only getting 3 or 4 likes at the time. So enjoy. Hopefully you liked it, and keep on listening to Sounds with the Reverend.